Hi guys, I'm here to bring you this week at Access video for the week of January 26th to January 30th. So remember, this week we are going to be maxing out our back squat, bench press, and deadlift during the week. And then on Saturday, if you signed up for it, you will be maxing out your Olympic lifts, so the snatch, the clean, and the jerk from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, I do really encourage you guys to watch the video that Jason posted in the community page about when it's safe to max out, who should be maxing out, how to bail safely, and how to spot safely. These are really important things to know. And the most important thing for you at the gym is your safety. So I really recommend watching that video. But getting into it, for our max out, I did provide some percentages and rep schemes for you guys to follow if you would like. However, I know that some of you have surpassed your 1 rep max during the 5-3-1 cycle. So these percentages, which are all based on your 1 rep max, may not be relevant anymore. So you can use the percentages if you'd like, but they are kind of a suggestion. I know some people like myself really just like to be told what numbers I should be doing, whereas other people might be like, this is my goal. I'm gonna, work my way backward to figure out where I should start at. So on Monday, we will back squat, max that out, and then we have an AMRAP 11 of 10 wall ball shots, 10 push-ups, and 30 double unders. You can scale the weight and reps as needed. You can scale the push-ups to knee push-ups or box push-ups if needed, and you can scale the double unders to 60 single unders. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have a snatch EMOM 8. So this is going to be for technique work with the super total coming up on Saturday. So if you are going to be maxing out on Saturday, I recommend staying lighter, focusing on your technique during this snatch. It's not necessarily for load. That's not me saying you need to stick with an empty bar, but you shouldn't be trying to get close to a 1 rep max on Tuesday. That's what Saturday is for. This is really to just hone in on that technique, get yourself solid, and set up for success on Saturday. Then our workout will be 5 rounds for time of 10 sumo deadlift high pulls, 10 box jumps, and 10 toes to bar. As usual, you can scale the weight, height, and reps as needed. You can scale box jumps to jump to a target, and you can scale the toes to bar to knees to elbow, knees to chest, or toes to rig. On Wednesday, we're going to bench press, and then we're going to have 2 Tabatas. So remember, a Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, times 8, so 8 rounds. Each Tabata is going to have 2 movements, so you'll see each movement 4 times. Tabata number 1 will be ring dips and pull-ups, which we can scale to bench dips or overhead tricep extensions and banded pull-ups or ring rows. Then we'll rest for 2 minutes. Then we'll go into Tabata number 2, which will be dumbbell strict press and dumbbell bent over row, and just select an appropriately challenging weight for you for those movements. Then on Thursday, similar to Tuesday, we are going to do an EMOM for the clean and jerk. Now on Saturday, the clean and the jerk are going to be treated as separate movements, but for the sake of time and technique on Thursday, it will be a clean and jerk EMOM. Again, technique, not load, especially on Thursday. You're a couple days out from super total there. Then we're going to have our workout be work for 2 minutes, rest for 1 minute, 5 times, and it will be 20 alternating reverse lunges, 20 sit-ups, and in your remaining time, you'll do as many air squats as possible. And your score each round is going to be the number of air squats that you did, and you can scale the reps as needed on that one. Then on Friday, we're going to max out our deadlift. Then we have an EMOM 10, minute 1, 10 American kettlebell swings, minute 2, 10 burpees. And for this one, you can scale the weight and or reps as needed. Then, like I've been saying, on Saturday will be the super total for the Olympic lifts, so the snatch, the clean, and the jerk. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to accessstrengthtraining@gmail.com. I hope you have a great week of training.